Okay, let's jump right into it. Most of us actually don't have a spending problem. I know that sounds a bit controversial right out of the gate, but it is the truth. What most people actually have is a lying to themselves problem. I mean, think about the last time you tried to make a budget. You probably sat down, did the math, and everything looked absolutely flawless on paper. But then, well, real life happened. A dinner out with friends here, a quick impulse buy there, that random streaming subscription you completely forgot you were paying for, and by the 20th of the month, you're doing that incredibly stressful thing where you peek at your bank balance and instantly wish you hadn't. We have all been trapped in that chaotic cycle. So if that sounds familiar, I want you to hear this loud and clear. That is not a willpower failure. Not at all. That is simply a design failure. Your budget was built wrong from the very start. So throughout this explainer, we're going to build a method together that actually withstands the messy reality of everyday life, leading up to a massive mindset shift that's going to change how you look at your money forever. Let's start with section 1, the real reason budgets fail. Here's the thing. People tend to build budgets based on who they wish they were rather than who they actually are. You tell yourself, okay, I'm going to spend just $150 on groceries and cook every single night. But the reality? You've actually been spending closer to $380 for the past 6 months, and you eat out like 4 times a week. And why? Because you're busy, you're tired, and realistically, cooking a meal from scratch at 9 p.m. after a long day just isn't going to happen. This phenomenon actually has a name. It's called aspirational budgeting. And look, it feels absolutely amazing and so incredibly motivating on a Sunday afternoon when you're setting it all up. You literally feel like a brand new person. But it completely falls apart by Thursday when the midweek exhaustion sets in. So, how do we actually fix this? Well, before you build a single budget category, you have to do one absolutely vital thing. You have to look at what you are actually spending. Right now, I challenge you to pull up your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. And here is the golden rule while you do this. No judgment. Seriously, don't feel bad about the numbers. Just look at the real data, because you cannot build a budget that works in your life if you refuse to honestly look at your life. All right, moving to section 2, how to build it right. This brings us to, honestly, the simplest, most resilient framework out there. It's the 50-30-20 rule. Basically, it breaks your take-home pay into 3 slices. 50% goes to your needs, so rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, basically the stuff life requires. 30% goes to your wants, dining out, streaming services, clothes, weekend trips, the stuff that makes life enjoyable. And finally, 20% goes to your future, savings, investments, or aggressively paying down debt. But listen, here is a super crucial caveat. If those exact percentages don't match your current reality right this second, do not panic. Maybe rent in your city is absolutely wild and it's already taking up 55% of your income. That's okay, you adjust. Maybe you're in an aggressive debt payoffs mode and you want to push that future category up to 30%. You adjust. This is a framework to guide you. It's not a prison sentence to trap you. Ultimately, the crucial point here isn't the exact math. What really matters is this one guiding principle. Every dollar needs a destination. If you don't intentionally tell your money where to go, you are always going to be left wondering where it went. Think of it like this. You are either in control of your money or your money is in control of you. Setting these destinations is exactly how you grab the steering wheel. Now for section 3, tools for the job. Let's rapidly run through 3 really fantastic options for keeping track of all this. First up, YNAB, or you need a budget. This is pretty much the gold standard if you are seriously trying to change your habits. It's built entirely around that every dollar has a job philosophy we just talked about. There's a bit of a learning curve for sure, but it is highly effective. Second, we have free apps like Mint or similar alternatives out there. These just pull your transactions automatically, giving you great visibility with almost zero setup, which is perfect for beginners. Third, good old spreadsheets. Google Sheets, Excel, you name it. These give you total free control, and honestly, there are countless free templates online. But at the end of the day, the best tool is literally just the one you're actually going to open. Okay, section 4, making your budget stick. So building a budget is easy, right? To make it actually stick, you need to remember that willpower is a very limited resource. By the end of a long day, your willpower tank is completely empty. Systems, however, systems never get tired. So you must automate everything you possibly can. Set up automatic transfers to your savings the exact day after payday. Put your fixed bills on autopay. You want to ensure your budget requires as little daily willpower from you as humanly possible. Next, you've got to adopt the power of 5. And by that, I mean a low-effort, 5-minute weekly check-in. This is not some massive, stressful audit where you pore over receipts. Just open your budget once a week for 5 minutes, see where you stand in each category. Because look, catching the fact that you've blown 80% of your dining out budget on a random Wednesday, that is a completely fixable problem. Catching it on the 31st of the month, that's a crisis. And this next point is absolutely critical to your survival here. Budget for fun. Seriously, I mean it. You need to add a guilt-free spending category. Put a real, actual dollar amount in it. Because the honest truth is, a budget with zero room for enjoyment is a budget you are 100% going to quit. People abandon budgets because they feel totally deprived. So, build the fun in, and you build in the exact reason to stick around. Which brings us to Section 5, the ultimate mindset shift. You see, most people view a budget as a cage. They see it as this miserable list of restrictions, just a constant reminder of all the things they can't have. We need to completely reframe that right now. A budget is not a cage. A budget is a permission slip. When you decide in advance that $200 is for dining out and $100 is for a weekend trip, those aren't restrictions. Those are active decisions. And when you finally go out and spend that money, you don't feel a single drop of guilt because you already gave yourself permission to do it. What this actually gives you is informed freedom. Deciding on your spending limits in advance gives you the incredible freedom to spend your money without anxiety and the freedom to save your money without resentment. You know exactly where you stand every single day. Let's wrap things up with Section 6, your action plan. I'm going to give you 3 concrete, highly actionable steps that you can go execute right now. Step 1, pull up 3 months of your real banking data. Remember, no judgment. Step 2, build your budget around that actual reality, using that 50-30-20 framework as your baseline. And Step 3, automate everything you possibly can. Set a calendar reminder for a 5-minute weekly check-in and absolutely ensure you budget for fun. Because remember, a successful budget isn't some perfect aspirational fantasy. A truly successful budget is honest, it's flexible, and most importantly, it is built for the messy, unpredictable, wonderful life you are actually living right now. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Will you give yourself permission today? It's time to stop treating your money like a cage and start writing your own permission slips. Hey, if this explainer helped you see things a little more clearly today, please share it with that one friend who keeps putting off their finances until next month. Show them that this month works just fine.